Hello and good morning. I welcome you to the morning meeting today on Tuesday, the 27th of March 2018. This is Jens Klatt speaking and exclusively presenting this format to you here for JFD Brokers. So we want to have a look at the markets, and in fact, right now it plays out as I already described it around 30 minutes earlier in the German version of the morning meeting, with the DAX, which I consider after the price action from yesterday, short stint below the since yesterday we have new yearly lows, but we pushed slightly below 11,730 points and then took off from there, and are now heading back towards, and not just towards, but above 12,000 points. 1 second, please. So here's the chart. And so what you can see here is that the DAX right now is about to make new intraday highs. And if we can make new intraday highs now, or in general, in the upcoming hours, then the next target can be found around 12,100 points. So in fact, in the morning, I already said, after the market showed, did we really show weakness? I'm not sure. So we opened already strongly higher than that. So the market closed around 11,915 points yesterday, opened at 11,990, closed the gap already in the pre-market phase before the spot market Citra opened, took off from there above 12,000, then saw new intraday lows. And I said, well, probably somewhere here in between the 50 exponential moving average on a 5-minute time frame, respectively the close from yesterday here at 9 p.m. GMT. So between 9:20 to 9:30, probably in between that, we can find a potential long trigger. In fact, we didn't test or close this untrue gap 2 here, but in fact just took off from the 50 exponential moving average, and are now about to make new intraday highs. And again, the market environment all in all now looks quite positive for the bulls. So it's not that the DAX is safe, and it's not that there's no further chance that there will be another push lower, and probably an even more significant push below 11,700 points, then with targets around 11,450 first. But right now, and right before the Easter weekend, and the fact that the market has shown some willingness to reverse against the lows from yesterday, I think the current momentum with the Easter weekend ahead of us, and based on that, reducing volatility, so volatility coming down here, market thinning out, I think chances are increasing that the market will more likely take on further, will make further highs instead of reversing aggressively now. That said, I mean, sure, we have to make sure that here the that there are no real risk aversion triggers, external risk aversion triggers, if everything stays calm, let's say, well, I think chances are very good that the DAX can make it back towards 12,100 points, probably even higher than that, and push towards 130, 160 here. And so far, it looks really promising. The current reaction after some losses at the beginning of the trading day and now the market taking off, I think this is a clear sign that the DAX has some probably further room on the upside. And this is definitely resulting in some quite attractive, especially from risk-reward perspective, engagements probably on a shorter time frame here. And so that's it around the DAX. So advantage, I think, should be found and can be found right now on the long side. And if the DAX can make significant new highs here and push towards 12,100, there's also realistic chance that the market DAX here can push towards 12,130 to 160 points, especially if the US equity markets continue with their, I really like to call it, massive reversal yesterday. So the Dow Jones, for example, has seen its third biggest intraday gain ever. So in terms of absolute points here, with 669, it was in fact with a plus here of 2.7% yesterday. It was the biggest gain since August 2015, and yeah, that's sad, obviously, and also with the Easter weekend ahead of us, thinning out liquidity, volatility coming down, all this is most likely to continue, and we should, yeah, probably at least, if not as dynamically as yesterday, but probably drift higher at least, and probably push back towards 24,800 to 25,000 points here, which is another 500 points then, and yeah, with support here from the Wall Street again, then also the DAX has some further potential to make back some of the losses of the last trading days here. The price action in the euro, but also in the equity markets in general, is, let's call it, interesting. So yesterday the euro saw some good momentum on the upside, pushed aggressively higher, made new March highs, and is now reversing aggressively. No one, I think it's very difficult to say why. Probably it's because the US dollar is making back some of the losses then of the last days here, probably based on a stabilization in the yield sector. The same is true here for British pound US dollar, which is giving back also 100 pips here, and is currently pushing aggressively lower. Nevertheless, in pound sterling USD, for example, I consider the picture to be positive, and with a good chance that we get to see another attempt to attack those highs here of the year 2018, as long as we trade above short term, as long as we trade above 40.50 to 40.70 here. So that's a very, very attractive, in fact, buying opportunity, even though I have to say I don't want to buy such a big red 4-hour candle here, because this is not showing that there's lots of buyers out there, but currently the sellers are definitely in charge of the action. Nevertheless, I consider this price action all in all, in general, as very attractive, very interesting. Attractive is probably the wrong word for this. But it's very, very interesting to see this price action. If someone out there faded this break on the upside and is now can found himself on the short side, I'd already said it in the German version of the morning meeting, like to emphasize this here again. I'd become more aggressive with my stop once we push towards 123.90, 124. Because I don't see so much further potential on the downside, mainly due to the fact that the economic calendar is very, 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 very thin. Yeah, and that's in fact it on Euro USD, GBP USD, dollar Japanese yen has made it back above 105 now. Finding potential trigger here on around 105.80. All in all, I have to say, Japanese yen seems to be really weak. So all in all, probably it makes more sense probably to be a little careful here, not go aggressively long below, at least below 107.50 to 108, but nothing to add here. So the overall picture didn't change that much. So I think we can skip dollar Japanese yen here today. What's more interesting is definitely the price action in gold so far, even though we're seeing some intraday losses yet. The thing is that I still see chances to be high that there will be rather sooner or later an attack to take out the level around 1,360 to 365 USD per ounce here, and that we are about to see a very, very bullish break, which then gives further room on the upside, which could bring us in the upcoming months then probably up to 1,600, 1,700 USD. And what I currently look for is how to probably anticipate a break here. Of such a break, getting a more interesting and more attractive entry. I think the region around 1,340 USD per ounce here, those highs from especially here, the highs of the second week, I don't know, of March, which were taken out then on last Friday. So the region around 1,340 USD is potentially a very interesting region to look for long engagements here, and from which you then try to anticipate a break on the upside. If this push to this region or to this level does not occur, but instead the gold price then reverses again and pushes higher, well, I think then there will be at least a very significant attack of the current region of the yearly highs, 1,340 USD per ounce then. I'm sorry, 360 USD per ounce, and new yearly highs, multi-year highs in this case. So these are the highs. In fact, when you're zooming into the chart, you can see that the last time we traded in this region was in 2016. And if we make it above 375, last time we traded here in this region was in 2014. So definitely multi-year high attack. And if we make it above that level, that's, I think, I consider it to be a very, very bullish. Won't say ultra bullish, even though I used this a word yesterday in a conversation with the other members of the basket committee, the managed account we're trading here and managing from a very, very professional standpoint. I said, well, I consider gold to be ultra bullish if we go above these yearly highs. Let's just see. And that's it from my end. Talk to you again tomorrow, Wednesday, the 28th of March then, at 9:30 a.m. GMT. That's it from my end so far. If you have any questions, please shoot over an email. I look forward to it, and talk to you again tomorrow. Have a nice day. Happy trading. Watch your stops. Take care. See you, and bye-bye.